Hello, YouTube. Team Eccentric here. Garrett here with the deck profile. I'm doing anti-meta heroes. It's kind of like an update of what my last deck profile was, but it's anti-meta, obviously. I think it's really good right now because the meta's really harsh with tour guides and rabbits, and if you don't have those cards, they're kind of harsh to play against. And I think this is the best deck to run against, a tour guide rabbit build. So I'm gonna go through the deck list really quick. Stratos, Triple Alias, just the E-Hero aspect, like, I don't know if you remember, but years ago, all the top decks that were anti-meta ran Stratos Triple Alias, so I'm going to continue that. I'm looking for one more ulti. If you have that, let me know. I'm looking for Spanish, by the way, too. If you have any Spanish cards that I do not have, which is pretty much all of them but the staples that I'll explain later, like I'll show you later. But if you have those Spanish, I'll definitely be willing to upgrade them. Upgrade mine anyways, like I'll give you the ulti English and cards for ulti Spanish, or if you want to just do a straight trade for those, I'll do that. Ghost Honest. I run Honest because you're running the aliases and Thunder Kings, so if you don't have a back row to keep those out in the field, Honest is really good because like they can't MST it, like Mirror Force, they can't MST it, so play this from your hand during damage step, they can't really stop it. There's a few cards, but yeah. Triple Maxi, it's kind of like stun, this format, like it kind of stops your opponent from doing anything, and if they do, it's going to cause you to draw a lot of cards, so I consider it more of a stun card right now. Triple Thunder King, it's stuns, anti-meta, you gotta run triple, it's too good this format not to run triple. Doomkale, I run 2 because I don't like 3, it seems like it clogs up the hand, and I don't like a floater that can be taken out by a Veiler, or it stops me from dropping my own Maxi, or like a Reborn Frog. It's really stupid sometimes, but since Black Luster Soldier's back, it's a reason to run them. And it is pretty good when you open it up first turn, normaling it, and then letting them play around it for the rabbit, or the tour guide. So I kind of like it. I also like setting it and letting them ram a Tengu into it or something, and then it avoids the bottomless and warning. So the next turn you switch to attack and swing over the Tengu, and then you can still normal summon that turn. So the high defense is also a plus. Play VLS. You're only running 3 darks, but the thing is you get those darks so easily with Maxi and Pot of Dualities, and they're always in the grave, so it's not always dead. So I prefer to run it anyways. And my side deck, I side it into some darks, so it's also a plus. Gores, you gotta run it this format or you're gonna get OTK'd by Karkuris. Tour Guide Plants can pull some shenanigans. Just if you don't have the Maxi, you need this, and if you drop the Maxi, you want to draw into it. So I run that, and it's a dark. Rhoda and double E-Call, basically your Stratos searchers for the aliases. You want to open up Stratos first turn so you can get that instant +1, and after that instant +1, you pretty much stay up +1 on your opponent the rest of the game, and that's what causes you to win. Triple Gemini Sparks, you're running the aliases, and basically you always have an alias when you have a spark, and it's either a 1-up or a 1-for-1, so once again it's basically the deck just 1-for-1s and 1-ups when it can to gain an advantage and kind of win the game. Triple Duality, you don't special summon at all other than the Miracle Fusions, so and the Monster Reborn, so other than that you're not special summoning at all, so why not run it? Helps you get the cards you need for your outs to the meta. Double Miracle, 3's too much, you're only running 4 heroes, and the only other cards you can use is the BLS and the Thunder King, and I use Maxis every now and then if I can't draw into another light, if I only have like 1 hero and I play Maxi. Goes into Gaia and gets over pretty big stuff. Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Staples, Dark Hole as well. I run double MST, I don't like 3. I'm running triple Gem Spark, so I don't need 3, I don't think it's necessary, but I do like Pot of Duality into an MST or a Heavy, because I want to get that Thunder King off first turn, or the Stratos off first turn without any interruptions, because if they drop, warning or bottomless my Thunder King, it really hurts, so I gotta play that back row destruction. Mind Control, staple, helps me go into Roach, helps me sync when I need to. I don't sync very often, but when I steal tuners or steal big monsters in Miracle, or you know, just a bunch of crazy plays it creates. Double Warning and Judgment for the Solemn Brigade. They're staples and anti-meta. I mean, I'm not paying a lot of life points, and the only way they're getting over my monsters is attacking with bigger monsters or like Dark Hole smashing, so I'm not losing much life points. I'm not taking many direct hits because it's just, man, it's 1900 beaters on the field constantly. Mirror Force Torrential, kind of like a crowd control. I don't want them gaining advantage on me, so if they, you know, get 2 monsters out on the turn and I torrential and lose one of mine and I still 1-for-1 them, like it's still worth it for me because I'll have that 1-up from Stratos most likely. Trap Dust Shoot, you gotta run it this format, it's too good not to. I open it up so much that it's just, I love setting this in a warning and not fearing if they normal the tour guide that I didn't Trap Dust Shoot it out their hand, because what it does is it causes them, because if they're looking for the Dust Shoot, they're expecting you to play it off the bat. So if you have this in a warning set and they MST this first because they want to get their tour guide play off, you Trap Dust Shoot them and you instantly minus them a card, so that also is a plus off the bat to help you keep your advantage on them and game them. Then I run the Double Bottomless because, like I said, it's like a crowd control card. They bring out a monster that you can't get over. You need to get it off the field ASAP because you don't have any outs to it, because the whole point of the deck is preventing them from getting high monsters, and if they get that second to get around to come out with that high monster, you need an out to it. So Bottomless is the out. And that sums up the deck really quick. I'm going to go into the side deck really quick. My token. 1 Cyber Dragon, and against the random Machina matchup, you know, it's kind of iffy. Or like any like Karkuris or stuff like that. MST, I said the third one. I don't know, it's just against a deck that plays Decree and stuff like that. I can't handle it, so throw that in. Want a double Core Destroyer? It's too good against Fairies. It can't be bottomless. Nothing can get over it in Fairies, like nothing. They don't run the Darks to get over it unless they're running the Tour Guides, and Tour Guides can't get over it, so it's really good. Doomcow, I side the third one because I do think it's good in some cases, and there's some times where I feel like I could side it in when I need it and make it put its work in, so I side the third one. 2 Veilers. Veilers, basically I side them in against Karkuris. I leave the Max Season. I don't know, I like Veiler. A lot of people say Maxi and Veiler is too much, but I'm thinking about switching something out for DD Crows, but I do like the Veilers still. I think they're really good. You know, play against Shooting Quasar deck the other day, Junk Synchron Quasar, whatever you want to call it. Dropping Veiler would have definitely helped me. I didn't have it on my side deck at the time, and I realized that I'm going to need it because a lot of people will start running that deck eventually. Double Chain Disappearance, another card against the Shooting Quasar deck, or like Fairies to get the Earth out of there. Just really good overall. Fableds. 2 Super Polys. Rabbits. I mean, what do you do when they make Logia and you Super Poly their Logia for Nova Master? Like they really can't do anything. It's just really good. Double Leeching the Lights. Against Fairy matchup as well. I don't have many outs to Christia and stuff like their high monsters like Hyperion, so I run these to get over those. Kind of push for high damage. And then last 2 cards are 2 Smashing Horns. Basically also for the Rabbit matchup. They have Logia, I normal summon, and they basically anything like, I don't know, I just really think it's good against Logia, to be honest with you. Or Roach once again. Because decks that spam Roach are, you know, pretty crazy. Roach doesn't really hurt me, but Roach, I make Roach a lot. It hurts a lot of decks, shuts a lot of decks down. Smashing Horn, I may consider. I've just been thinking about it right now. I may reconsider what my side deck choice would be for that. Like maybe DD Crows would go in there. But I'm running the Roach and Utopia. So I mean, there's staples in a deck that runs all level 4s, which I do. Zenmains, who knows? I mean, I can't really make it right now, but I may tweak the deck a little bit and put tour guides in there when I can to make Zenmains plays. So I mean, he's a good card. Gotchi, once again, another card I'm not sure how I'm gonna get out right now. I've been experimenting with divas in here, just testing around with it a little bit. So double shinings, the pluses, Miracle Fusion, the 2 monsters. 3200 beater comes out. If they have to Mirror Force or Torrential to protect their monster, it's pluses for you. You get your 2 back. Tornado and Ab-Zero and Nova Master. Basically, these are my super poly targets. Also, Miracle Fusion with the Stratos gets him out, and sometimes he can push for game because he's 2,800 and he cuts theirs in half. So if they got a weakling like a tour guide on the field, they're at 2,000 or something. Cut the tour guide to 500. 2,800 attacks over 500 for game. Gaia, Max C play, Miracle Fusion Max C if I can't draw into those heroes. Gets over anything that's beating me down early game, so I can sustain till late game. Dracoid Quest, another super poly target. Get their Stardust out the field, take their Scrap Dragon's effect for the turn, and pop, you know, pretty good. Catastor, Brionic, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust. I don't really have to explain those. Those are just in there for the mind control, so because every once in a while I'll have a chance to get those out if I steal a tuner. But basically that sums up the deck. I'm really enjoying it right now. It's really nice, anti-meta choice. But definitely I'd consider trying it on Dueling Network if you want to build it. It's really good. That's pretty much it for the video. We'll be making more videos soon, so please keep, you know, watching the channel. We've been kind of falling behind. A lot of problems have been coming up lately, which I know is always the excuse for YouTubers. But I promise you soon there will be a lot more vids. So like I said, stay touched. Team Eccentric out.